your kids don't see you playing on the computer is working hard.
They see you not paying them any attention. For me, blowouts aren't that bad. What's happening is taking off the diaper and pooping.
Outside the diaper?
Outside the diaper.
That's what.
Okay, I turned the other day and I just was like, nigga, why did you do this?
She definitely pooped in this hub once, and I was just like, abort the mission, bro.
How do you balance today's needs with tomorrow's legacy in your own household?
My solution to all things is make more money. Figuring out how to do that is mostly around figuring out what you like to do, what you do well, and what you do with ease is generally something that you can probably find a way to monetize, especially now. I really feel like we've never lived in an easier time to make money, but it's so many options that most people are like.
It's your girl Vina 9, and this is Hey Muva. My journey to motherhood, one conversation at a time.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Vina 9, and we are back with Hey Muva. So hey Muva's. Today's episode is really special because not only is this my friend of like over 10 years.
Well,
maybe
your count is crazy.
15? Is it more?
18.
Is it 18? 2006?
It's 2007.
2007.
Which is crazy. Like, why is time going fast?
I don't
like
understand why
I feel
time
the same.
is going by so fast.
I hope
right
I look
now.
the same.
We
You know
do.
what I mean?
That's the thing. I think that's why we don't think that it's like I didn't put fit. I've been here for 20 years. So yes, that kind of makes sense. And in 2 years, yes. But it don't, I still feel like how I felt and when I got here. And which is a lot of our generation where we in this loop of like not trying to get old, and it shows up in everything that we got going on, from taste in music to children and all the things. But
don't play no drill music around me. So
yeah, I'm not. I'm
with
stuck in literally early 2000s to like 215.
Did you see my story of me at the Jeezy concert?
I saw you at the Jeezy concert and I was a little upset that I was not invited, but we're not going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And I got my get back by going to the Clips concert, you know?
Hey.
And Pharrell came out. It was a VA legend, and you know, that's your hometown.
Come on.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me do my intro.
Okay,
you know,
sorry.
this I gotta do it, right?
All right.
So today's episode is special, not because I'm talking to my friend, but I want to specifically talk about motherhood and money, which is your specialty. But now we all know motherhood changes pretty much everything about us, but it also changes how we think about our future, and especially when it comes to building a legacy for our kids. So I definitely want to talk about that. And my guest today is amazing. Not only is she an Olympian and a reality TV star, because nobody talks about that. Like, let's not forget that happened, okay? She was on Amazing Race, and that was wild to see because some of that stuff you had to do, I couldn't do it. Finance advisor. She's a mother to a beautiful little girl who is also just a queen in her own right. And she's on a mission to help families, specifically Black families, learn wealth strategies that are top 1% use, and she makes it real and relatable. So, LaVonne, welcome to Hey Muva. How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling great.
And how you feeling great? Like,
No, I'm feeling great in general, just like life.
I love that. I love that for you. I mean, as a mother, I don't know how you get to how that's so easy, but
literally, I don't.
What's the trick?
I live in the space of like, we're all figuring it out. I pay my kid attention. I waited this long on purpose so I can have more time, and a lot more financial freedom. And I literally don't take myself or any of this shit too serious. So
I get it.
I'm literally the person on Zoom where like my baby comes up and she ain't got but a pamper on and she just like hops in the video. Like, baby, I'm the main character. If you ain't know, you know now.
I feel like people like for who you are to the rest of the world, and then to hear you just be like, man, I just show up. Like, it's crazy to me because I also had to come to the realization that like, I can't change anything. We're both learning this day by day. There's no roadmap. Anything that you have planned never pretty much really goes as planned. You just got to show up and do the best that you can every day. And I've adopted that in the last year.
Mhm.
But it's just funny to hear you say, because to a lot of people, even myself, like, you're a big deal, friend. Like, you're kind of a big deal. Like, and then I need to let people know this. So, like, I said this before. When we're two people that out of the friend group, I don't think that we were the ones to have children or have children first, right?
Definitely not.
Definitely not the first ones to be having kids. And I looked at you, like, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, LaVonne is doing it. I can do it, you know? Like, I can do it too. Like, she's doing it, right? And because I didn't have the motherly instinct bones in my body. I was minding my business, hopping on flights, doing whatever, showed up if I can, answering calls if we can. We were the friends that was like, if we here, we coming. But if I'm not here,
no love lost.
Don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I see you when I see you. And I think that we're like, us both being in this motherhood journey right now is super, super crazy. And we're also like over the age of what primarily people think is geriatric or I had a geriatric pregnancy. I'm gonna say that
every single time I went to the doctor, the midwife, all of the things, it's like, oh, you know, for a geriatric pregnancy, you're doing so good. And I'm like, first of all, I've been taking care of myself for a long time. I feel fine.
Right, like I'm a track star.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like my real body age is probably low. I don't know though, but
don't
you know, the pregnancy was easy.
Mine's too.
Yeah. I had no symptoms. I literally had on heels going and speaking around the world all the way to week 40. And then she played in my face and did not come for another week and a half.
She played in your face so bad. I remember you seeing you online and you just was like, why? Where is she? Like, why won't she come out?
At this point, renege. I don't want to have no baby no more. Like, what are we doing?
Because I did all the work up until the time I was supposed to do the work. And did you feel like, is this what this shit is going to be like? Because I would have been like...
It was so ridiculous. Like, because, mind you, as a person who has never been sick, who's never been hurt, all of the things, I've never been to the hospital. I had never had an IV, any of the things. I've never tested my pain threshold. So we all worried. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm like, I'm having a baby at a birthing center so that I don't have to have an IV, so I don't have to go through any of those things. And then we getting down to the wire because in the state of Florida, you have to have a baby. If you have the baby after 42 weeks, you have to have it in the hospital. So I'm doing everything possible. Like, we have 41 weeks and 4 days. I'm like, yo, give me the induction, baby. Let's go. It's the drink. It was terrible. It made me throw up. Terrible idea. 0 out of 10, never recommend, because I end up getting dehydrated. So now I'm feeling pain.
Did you have preeclampsia?
I ended up getting preeclampsia in the birthing process. So I had to wear a little slow man band for 6 weeks after I had the baby to say if she passed out, she all right. She's got preeclampsia, she's high. But
that sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible. I had to stay in the hospital for 5 days. I had to end up having her in the hospital versus the birthing center. But you know, it all worked out. We had 8 pounds.
8 pounds? Wow.
8 pounds, 4 ounces after 36 hours of labor.
Ooh.
And yeah, now, you know, she's 91 percentile, big as hell.
Oh, she's definitely giving 5-year-old. Like, she's definitely giving. I'm a big girl, and I'm not in pre-K. I'm in KK. Like, I'm a big girl, and I have to clap and commend you and my bro, because she is very intelligent, very smart. She don't want to share her toys or whatever the case may be, but I get it, as an only child, I don't have to. But she's a beautiful young lady, and I just love seeing your whole family environment anyway. But I already know she's just gonna be I feel like she's gonna give you a run for your money. I feel like she already is, but I also I feel like she's gonna eventually, you're gonna see what we see.
Literally. So my mother used to say all the time that I used to embarrass her because I would speak so well, so young, but very honest. Because obviously when you're really young, you're just honest. You don't have a choice, to be honest.
None at all.
And so, yeah, we were someplace and my mom, and my baby is like, Mom, so why are they fat?
The fat word is a big deal.
Whoa. I need you to chill and be quiet over here while we are not trying to get in a fight with strangers.
They will embarrass you at all costs. They will, and they're literally a mirror or a reflection of people because they're brutally honest. They're not just regular honest. They're brutally honest because they know not.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I did that to my mother when she was getting me tested because in the state of Virginia, if you're born after Labor Day, you have to wait another year to go to school. Mm-hmm. My mom is like, no way. Absolutely she knows how to read. She needs to go to school. So my birthday's on Halloween. They take me into a room. They ask me a bunch of questions. So they call me to the back. Get back there. They say, oh, what's your name? I said, you called me back here. I know you know my name.
And this has to be 5 or 4 years old.
I'm 4 years old.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they say, what's your address? I would never give a stranger my address.
Yeah, put her in the 6th grade. Like.
and then they going through the whole song and dance, all that. So we walking out. As soon as I see my mama, I say, Mom, why would you bring me to a place where the people are so stupid? They kept asking me questions they knew the answer to. And my mom is just sitting there like, Lord, let her go to school. If they say she can't go to school, I'm going to be upset. And they say, yeah.
They gave you the exception because you literally had to be... my birthday is before we started school. So I was always the youngest person in the class. And I never got to have cupcakes in school, which I thought that shit was trash, okay? I definitely thought that was trash. I was like, I never get to have a birthday party, and I don't like these people during the summer, so like, when am I going to have this celebration?
Right.
But yeah, whatever. It's me, Virgo, and being a Virgo.
Shout out to the North that starts school after Labor Day. Come on. Why y'all in school in the middle of the summer?
That I don't understand is even right now, like they're starting to start school before September now, and I don't understand it because like why wouldn't you start after Labor Day? Like after summer is officially over.
Right.
Why would I come back, then gotta go on a break again? And we're not even gonna talk about the school system. I do wanna know, this is what I ask everybody. Where were you and what were you doing when you found out you were pregnant?
Best story ever. So I was in Durban, South Africa. I had been there for 3 weeks. Oh, I came there from Dubai, and I hadn't seen Josh since about at this point it's a month, and I'm kind of like. And I'm still not thinking I'm pregnant in real life. Like, I'm like, take a little test. I'm going to go take a real test when I get back to America. So I get back to America. It's the week before Thanksgiving. And mind you, this is how I know God works in real life. August, my grandma tells my aunt, oh, LaVonne can't do this because she having a baby. And I'm like, why you say that? What you talking about? This is in August. November 10th. Is my cousin's birthday. So my birthday is on October 31st. My cousin's birthday on November 10th. November 10th, she tells my cousin, you should have a baby like LaVonne. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why she text you that? Like, what is she talking about?
Lady?
Literally 2 weeks later, find out you are 6 weeks pregnant. And I'm like,
why is it
with enthusiasm? Like, what are you even talking about? So I'm like, my grandma done willed this great grandkid that she has been telling me I need to have for her since I graduated from college, basically.
They be
wild. So,
anybody
it's a different age.
that doesn't have your ovaries and uterus. Wow, just with their thought process.
Can they live in your house? Like,
are you gonna take care of
we got baby money? Like, what are we talking about?
I don't think they this thing
at all.
They don't. Annie's new babies is different, but continue.
Yeah, so that's when I found out. And so we come to Thanksgiving, and I have on a dress that I got made by hand by a Nigerian lady because I was at an inter-African trade fair. So, you buying a little whatever.
Supporting.
Mind you, Thanksgiving and family functions at Josh's family is functioning. Like, oh, I got Vaughn on my team because she an athlete and we're going to like be going on a water slide and we're going to be drinking on the other end of the water slide and we in a relay race. So I'm like, no, I ain't playing. And they like, what you on, bro? Like, no way. And I'm like,
you
huh?
You the athlete.
I'm like, no, dress, boots, all of the things. And then they're like, nah. And then, of course, because Josh can't hold water, he done already told his mama. And I'm like, you're not even supposed to tell people before a certain point. I don't even know what the point is because obviously I don't have no manners. So I don't know any of those pleasantries of how things work. But yeah.
So I want to, after this, I mean, I'm somebody that knows about keeping it a secret. But we'll talk about that later. I want to apologize to you because I remember us going out to eat after I had my girls. And you made this comment about your daughter and you was changing her diaper and she was running away. Like, you was like, yeah, she was rolling over. And I looked at you and I know how my faces look sometimes. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I now understand what it's like to change a diaper of a baby who wants to run away. You know, it's like fighting an alligator for real. Like those memes on Instagram are very real. And the things you have to endure as a mother is wild. Like it's a lot of exertion of like body strength and labor that nobody talks about ever. And I'm just like, I didn't sign up for this. Like I'm constantly out of breath because I'm in a constant fight for my life. Okay. Is there anything that after having a child you found out that you was like, yo, nobody told me about this. Like something just, it's random. It's not even big, but it's just like, why nobody talks about this? This is wild. Why does this even happen?
The wildest joint is the blowout. The blowout is crazy.
Okay.
Like, why every time I put a new nice outfit on you, we finna go somewhere, it's gonna be nice. Why is there poop on your back, bro? Like, what are you doing?
And what's up with the diaper? Because
we didn't feed you nothing special today.
Nothing. Okay, I had my baby's poo, and this is crazy, but poo smells bad.
Yes,
for babies, like it shouldn't smell like this. It's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I know what I fed you, and it's all the things that I'm not eating, but all the things on the pyramids, like the apples, the oranges, the pear. Why do you smell like this? And what do I do with it? And you like the blowouts. I feel like blowouts, for me, blowouts aren't that bad. What's happening is taking off the diaper and pooping.
Outside the diaper?
Outside the diaper.
That's wild.
I found a turd the other day and I just was like, nigga, why would you do this?
She definitely pooped in the tub once. And I was just like, abort the mission, bro. You got to get out of the tub right now. You're just going to get in the shower with me. I don't have time for this. And like, I just went, like, we went and laid down and it was still poop and toys and water. And so I was just like, what's going on in the bathroom? And I was just like, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with poop, people, toys. You're going to have to sanitize things. I can't do it. We're going to be it. It'll be there tomorrow. I don't have time for that.
Just stop. Like everything comes to I've experienced the poop in the toilet. I mean, not poop in the toilet, but the poop in the tub. And I was just like, why did you do this? And it just sits there and it's still water. And you only have one child. So like,
yep.
I have two.
But the unfortunate part is, at least your children are innocent and they don't talk. This child said, Mom, I pooped.
I let you know what's going on. I let you know.
So and then she's going to say, ew, I have to get out of here. It's poop in here.
Yeah, you did it. Who says who? Yes, you.
Mind you, like
poop.
She's like, because he's finicky about being clean. She's just like that. So she's like, oh, my hands are dirty, my da-da-da-da, and all that. And so I'll be like, go put your pamper in the trash. And she's like,
me?
Never. Peasant. Put my poop in the trash. Like,
peasant. Yeah. Yes. She just, baby girl gives main character energy every day. Okay. But I mean, you get dressed and you are very girly, whatever the case may be. But I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know how they're going to act, because clearly I love a good tomboy chic outfit. You know what I'm saying? I can do both. I know, I'm aware that I can do both. I'm curious to see how my girls are going to turn out and who's going to be the prissy one and the tomboy, or if there is going to be one, or if they both just going to want all the things and like nails and hair. Oh my God. I
cannot believe how girly my daughter is, because I was definitely a rough ass tomboy until I was 15. And even as an athlete, I did wear workout clothes for the most part of my life. And so since I've retired, I've been all about I'm wearing dresses and heels and da-da-da-da.
Okay.
But growing up, rough. I don't want my hair
was
done.
wearing
I'm going to
fitted
fight
cats,
boys outside, all of the
sweatpants.
things,
Me
right?
too.
And so now for my baby to be like, Mom, I love princess dresses. And mind you, she put on these shoes and walked around my house like she has been a grown up all her life. Like,
That's insane.
she's insane.
They
And
take
she's
my
a girl.
shoes.
And I'm like, I don't know how to raise one of these. As a matter of fact, I don't even like that for real. Because growing up, being a tomboy protects you from foolishness when you're young. Cause like little boys, they think you cute, but they're not gonna do too much. Cause I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Listen, the crazy part about that is because I worked in the music industry and the entertainment industry as well. I had to I feel like I always was around men, so I felt like no one, and I don't have I have a body, and if you know what you have, you kind of got to protect it. And I felt like it was always easier for me to dress a certain way to avoid certain conversations and energy, right? And they still gonna say what they're gonna say, but it was just easier to navigate those environments by not putting that on you, even though nothing about me was on the other side. Yeah. But it was just and I also got to be one of the homies. I feel like sometimes I don't know how to be the girly mom. I don't have a skin routine or nothing like that. I'm not doing that.
My version of a skin routine is washing my face with a rag with water on it.
Yeah.
It's not an ass rag. So I feel like I'm doing great.
Rags, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm doing great. But when people be like 72 skin step routine, I'd be like, my grandmother is 89 and she barely has wrinkles. I really think you don't need none of that.
None.
Stop and acting
doing hair? What about doing hair?
Oh, I do hair though. But I met y'all because I owned a salon.
See, here's the thing. We met through a friend. I till this day,
you didn't know that origin story.
I didn't know that's how y'all met.
Yeah.
I just remember being at the house and you was at the house, and the story I got was yeah, she run track. She in the Olympics. And I'm just oh, that's what's up. And then you were here, but you was always traveling. So I saw you, but I didn't see you. And it wasn't until we got older, I started to see you more. But even then, I never knew about the hair. I would have been asked you to do my hair a long time ago. For real, when we think about it. So I want to switch gears really quick. And I want to talk about this podcast is fun and it's serious, y'all. I'm the most unseriously serious person you ever gonna meet. But I do want to talk about, did becoming a mom shift how you think about money and your legacy?
A little bit. So the one thing that my father pushed on me really hard when I was young is if you don't need nothing, nobody can hurt you, harm you, or manipulate you in any way. So I've kind of decoupled myself from the need of money a long time ago. So if I live in a penthouse or a studio on the floor, I really I don't care. Right. I feel the same about myself in all of the things. So I never really needed a lot of money. And I had already set up a lot of things in my life when I was really young to, if you want to chill, you can chill. If you want to go hard, you can go hard. And I'm more mission driven on certain things or whatever. And so having a baby made me be like, wow, okay. So what I generally spend myself, I really can live on very little. And then, but I'm going to have a nanny. I'm going to have, because you just don't have enough time in the day to even think about yourself when you're just alone. Mm-hmm. I'm all right, I got to have that. Oh, wow. Diapers. Oh, crazy costs. Food. All of the things. I shop more than ever. I drive more than ever. I do all of these things and doctor's appointments and all kinds of stuff, right?
Insurance.
And then, if you don't want them to be surrounded by little kids who are being neglected, you now have to pay way more money, all this kind of stuff. And it's just so many things that are oh, wow, these things have expense. And then thinking about what she needs in the future, it made me become much more focused on building a bigger, better business. Not just a bigger business, because I never wanted to be the person that didn't have time to listen to the story that's going to last too long or to play and all of the stuff. And so I wanted to build a bigger, better business that could function without me, that allowed me to spend the time, but also have the resources to like give her the life she
deserves.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I have also come to the conclusion that most of this stuff we have manufactured in our mind. My baby don't play with none of the shit we bought her.
Not one toy.
I'm lying. She asked for a kitchen toy and she played with the kitchen toy every day.
I have been reluctant to get the kitchen toy, but I feel like the way they go inside of the refrigerator and stuff, like I feel like that might be the best toy to buy them. But all the other stuff that we bought,
yes,
the ball pit, the bounce, they don't play with them. They do like to climb on the table that I bought for them to start coloring and doing all the other things, but
they don't color on it. They just get on it.
No, they just stand on top of it, and I have fright all day.
Yeah.
Like, please don't jump off of that. You say something that I think is important, which is for you, which is you have this self-confidence and self-esteem that you don't need all of these worldly things. Is there anything that you are doing to kind of reinforce that in your child at an early age?
So I would say the biggest thing is letting her just be a kid. Like, in a world full of let's make Instagrammable moments and all of that, like, all right, sometimes your hair ain't done. Oh well, we out. You still cute.
It's a lot of
all
those
of
moments.
the things, right? And then also just like not leaning into the if you don't have something, then you are less than, or whatever the case may be. And I've really super iterate. Do you got money for that? Like, we ain't got McDonald's money, right? So when we go places, she'll be like, Mom, I want a strawberry donut with a strawberry glazed donut with sprinkles. I say, okay, you got some money? She say, no. What do you have to do to earn money? Read books. Did you read books? No. Oh, you don't have no money then. So, and then when she does sit and listen to the book, because she's not reading books, obviously, because she just turned 3, but she sits and listens to the book, she earns her $2. And then we go and she takes the $2 and I make her order for herself and like pay and get the change and da da da. And we're like working on money now. Cause at this point she thinks all money is the same. So she's like, I got coins, Mom. And shows me 3 pennies. Like,
what can I get? What can I get for this 3 cents?
Cause I'm like, that costs $6. Yeah, you want a Powerade in the airport to $6.45.
Yeah,
you have no money.
You can't get nothing. So we've shared about you giving your daughter a financial head start. For the mothers listening who might feel overwhelmed, what are some practical first steps they can take to start building wealth for their children?
Best thing, start a guardianship account with like a Fidelity.
Okay.
And put whatever you have to the side, whether that's $5, $15. You can start the account with $0, so it doesn't matter. And you buy index funds or whatever you're into. So what I buy my baby for the most part is stuff we use. So she got an Apple iPad, we got Apple stock. She's got some Nike stock because people give us Nikes because I'm not paying $80 for no damn shoes that she's gonna wear for 3 months. But
Nikes for babies is $60 and up. And I'm like, bro, ain't that how much mine's cost?
Playing somebody else's face. She's gonna have on sale whatever the color that's on sale at Crocs. That's what she got.
Baby live in Crocs, okay? Baby ain't got no shoes. Damn.
Yes. But so putting it over there, they do get access to it at either 18 or 21 if you decide that. Easy first steps. I also do believe that all people should get permanent life insurance on their kids when they turn 30 days old. That's the earliest you can get it, but it's the cheapest it will ever be in their life.
So after 1 and 2 is high?
Not high, but just higher.
Right.
So no day like the present. So don't think that because they are older that you shouldn't even inquire into it. It'll just probably have a lower death benefit for the cost. But you're trying to max out the living benefits. So you want it to have a higher cash value, lower death benefit anyways.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand life insurance. I feel like
people who sell life insurance don't understand life insurance. So don't feel
I also feel that way because I feel like, and I mean, over the past 2 years, I've learned that there's term and there's whole life insurance, and like both of them have like depending on what you're using them for. I think they are good for those reasons, but if you don't have the background knowledge and somebody just trying to sell you something. Like learning, you just need to do your own research and everything, and literally just take the
Never
time
trust
out
people
to
who sell you
understand
things to give you the best advice about the thing.
Understand what it is that they're talking about. Like
Yeah.
it takes a few minutes, and like you said, you had grandparents that read everything, and reading is fundamental and it's very important. And the Reading Rainbow didn't just say that for fun. Like if you want to not get caught up in a bad situation, read the fine print.
Yep.
Every single time. So when it comes to life insurance, would it be a term life or would it be a whole life?
So if you're going to get term, because it does cost astronomically less, you would get something that is convertible to whole life. So you want to go with a larger mutual company that offers term. They you can convert at a later date into whole life. So when I was pregnant, I got way too much term insurance on myself because the entire world scares Black women into believing that they're going to die. And so the worst thing for me is to be obviously to be a dead person.
I get
it. But for my baby to grow up without a mother and money.
Right.
So I have a certain amount of money, but I'm like, okay, but no, that's not enough money for my Beyonce, for my mother, for my father, for his mother and his father to be mentally and emotionally available to deal with a kid who doesn't have a mother. So I had a lot of insurance because if something happens to me, y'all got to take care of this baby and make sure she's okay. Because the people who I know who grew up without mothers, I ain't going to say they fucked up, but
there's some trauma.
There's definitely some trauma there because there's a bond of a mother that is irreplaceable. Even the unavailable mother is still a better mother than no mother.
You know what's crazy? I read a lot of romance and urban books and novels, and the characters who have mom issues, it's always when you say like moms that aren't there, they still love their mom. They still, even young boys. There's an attached, like I grew you for 9 months. Even the most detached moms, for the most part, if they give their child away, it's literally because they know mentally that they don't have the capacity to care for the child. Mm-hmm. Like some people are really fucked up, but for the most part, a lot of people that do choose to leave, like moms who don't want to be moms and they know that they're not going to be a good mom, they do it because they know that the child deserves more.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It looks selfish, but it'll be more selfish to take the child along with your foolishness and your fuckery. That's my opinion on that.
I mean, the sad state of the world is there are a lot of people saying, all right, boom, I don't want kids. And then they end up pregnant for one reason or another. And then you're now saying you must carry the term, all the things. I don't see any of the people who are voicing said opinion signing up to take any of these kids. Like, oh no, you care about lives, not that are living them though. So like, yeah, it's crazy. And I do think that like, it's really hard to, if you know that you don't have the mental or emotional capacity to deal with a person, because I never been so worried or so anything until I had a kid. Like I remember when people used to say that little silly statement that says, I want to sleep like a baby. Stupid. Babies sleep stupid. It's ridiculous.
They sleep ass up all the time.
But I want to sleep like a person that doesn't have a baby. Like that sleep used to be fire.
Listen,
I didn't think about nothing.
I have not slept in hundreds of days. Okay. It's been hundreds upon hundreds of days that I have not slept. And like, don't get me wrong. There's been a few days or moments where it's just like, oh, I slept through the night. Mm-hmm. But when I first had them, I couldn't sleep because I had to make sure that they were awake or like they didn't die, breathing. They're breathing. I'm putting my finger under their nose every time. Then they got a little bit older and it's like, okay, don't roll off the bed. And then it got to the point where it's just like, they move around. They want this bottle. They like, it's just a lot. And I honestly don't think women truly share what happens to you as a mom. Mentally, you are on from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep. And even then you're still on because
checking them.
You can't, neither one of you know what's going on, but they literally have no idea what this world is like. So they're just trying shit, and their trying shit can eventually end up in did I die?
Right. The worst thing that ever happened to me, bro, I felt like I had made it because I was at 11 months. My baby had never fallen. You know, I was doing so good. Like, baby, I mastered this mom shit. Boom. Right? The nanny forgets to click the back up. So the seat that she eats in sits in a regular chair. You snap the bottom, you snap the back. She forgets to snap the back because she cleaned it. And I saw my baby reaching out to do something. She's like pointing at something. And I see the chair moving in slow motion. The joint goes like this. And it flips forward and she hits her face on the ground. And she starts hollering. You know, one of them pause hollers that's like, you already know that's painful, right? So I pick her up. And she got like a big bruise across her nose. And her nose is bleeding. And I'm crying more than she crying. And then, of course, I called Josh. Don't ever call a dramatic person in a dramatic moment, because he answers the phone, and instead of saying it's gonna be okay because he has been through this and he knows what's gonna happen, because this is what I'm calling him for, he gonna say, check her gums, they might be broken. What the fuck kind of response is that?
And it just, he makes me think of Martin. You know, anytime Martin, he's like, ah! Like, he is that dramatic.
Why are you hiding the drama that's happening right now? Like, and
my anxiety is probably on 1,000,000.
Listen, I never had postpartum depression. I had postpartum anxiety the entire time. Everything looks dangerous. It looks like her brain is going to be splattered on the ground at all moments. All corners are sharp. It was terrible. And the worst thing that happened, so boom, that happens at 11 months. Then 13 months, we go on a cruise. We leave her alone for the first time. We're gone for 5 days.
This I don't know about.
We get back. She got a little bump. And then her lymph nodes are swollen. And I see that. And I say, she got bumps in her head. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then I take her to the dermatologist. They said, oh, she has ringworm. And I said,
what the fuck?
From?
Like,
what?
What the hell?
And then our older girl has ringworm on her face. And so we like, where'd they go? Oh, they went to a party, a bounce house with a little water slide. So it's got dead water at the bottom. That's where you collect germs. All right. So then I see it starts scabbing over. It starts scabbing over. They say, yeah, be prepared. Her hair is going to fall out. Okay. So first of all, so she also is supposed to be taking medicine because it's supposed to kill the germs or whatever. So obviously she doesn't give a damn about what we're talking about. She doesn't want this medicine at all.
Babies don't like medicine.
They telling me all this stuff to do. So they say, hold her nose and put it in. She gonna go.
Yo.
I'm like, I don't know where this kid is from.
Babies are comedians.
So out of this $80 bottle of medicine, she probably getting 1/75 of the shit. So I'm already getting tight already, right? So then the moment of truth happens, she gets her hair washed and the hair falls out, and she has a bald spot that goes the entire perimeter of the center of her head, and it's red and it's swollen. And I am crying, like, not because you lost the hair, but because we live in an aesthetic world. So like, as you maneuver the world, like, people are stopping and being like, oh,
what's happening?
What's happening? Oh my gosh. Like, something is wrong with, like, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And then just like, Lord, if this hair don't grow back, what am I going to do? My poor little baby, she's going to be like traumatized by the mean ass people of the world of something that she couldn't control. Thankfully. So I had already, before she was born, I had made a hair growth serum that has her name on it, which is called Riley True. And I just started like putting it on it every day.
I'm not even going to get into this hair growth serum because...
And child, that hair grew back, and her cornrows, I mean, her grandma know how to put the cornrows to cover it, because this is 2 weeks before her second birthday party. We got the little cover. It's danglanging over it, so you can't see it. I still see it, but the hair grows back, and now, like, you can't tell. It's still a little shorter than the rest, but like, I'm glad we didn't take old people's advice. They said, oh, you got to shave the whole head.
Oh my God, my baby's hair was not growing and kept telling me to shave their whole head. And I was like,
no, thank you.
I'm not doing it. I'm going to just start stimulating the areas of growth that need growth, and we'll figure that out from there. So I feel like we can talk forever.
Hi, I'm LaVonne Idelette. If you want to reach me, you can follow me at LalaHurdles2 on Instagram, LaVonne Idelette on LinkedIn. You can book a consultation at b3xwiser.com and check out and wait for the drop of my new book called The Hidden Wealth Code.
So, mothers, we're going to play one of our favorite games, which is Mother May I. And this is where I ask my guest one thing she wishes she could do again before becoming a mother. So, LaVonne, Mother, may I ask, what's one thing you wish you could do again before motherhood?
Live in a studio penthouse downtown and like walk the city like a real Sex in the City lady. I never did it.
No.
I never lived in the city besides like Las Olas Isles, which is not the city. No. And I do that on like I'm going to a conference and I'm going to stay at a hotel and like walk around. But like, I really was like, that was my aspirational life the entire time I lived here. Like, why do I not live in a penthouse in the city where I could walk to a coffee shop and talk to strangers?
Why didn't you do it?
I don't know.
I feel like
there's no good reason. Except like I am legitimately a cheap person. So like like once you start like mathing out the expense. I'm really about to pay $3,000 to live 2 blocks away from where I really live at now.
Right.
Even though those trade-offs really be pissing me off. So like I lived in Aventura. I loved it. It wasn't a walkable area of Aventura though, but I lived on the water. So I loved that. And
I remember that.
I loved the like the wind in
you just sit outside.
It was so fly. And then I moved from there to the place where like I sat on the balcony and looked at the top of my car. Like that's a dumbass trade-off.
First of all, and then now if you try to do those things, you got somebody that's like about to sit on your lap.
So it's not even that. It's like literally navigating life with a tribe. So I don't get to like unilaterally decide like, yo, we moving to Sunny Isles and we're going to live on the water where we can all walk, blah, blah, blah. Does everybody want to walk? Obviously, Josh doesn't like traffic. So he doesn't want to live anywhere where there's water. And I'm just, and mind you, South Florida people don't value water like people who are not from here.
Listen.
It's because I'd be like, who even wants to live here if you can't see the water? Like, it's dumb.
I came down here for school and I think the first place we left and moved into, because our school is in Miami Gardens, so we were in Miami Lakes heavy, right? Like if you got a place over in Miami Lakes, you was doing your thing. And then Miramar was being developed, it was still cows and things and animals and farm life, but I feel like everybody moved there and we was like, yeah, we grown ups, we got these apartments. But I realized I don't have no kids and I don't want to be here and it's far. Like I was on 70, I live in 70 off of 75 and I'm driving here to the beach because I worked at Slip and Slide Records. I worked on the beach every single day. That's dumb. Like, do you know that ride is dumb? Every morning, every 2 hours damn near. Like, I'm a person that if I have to go to a job, I don't want to live an hour away. I don't even want to live 30 minutes away. Like I need to be like 15 at the most because I don't want to spend 2 hours of my day traveling.
Yep.
So I left probably over a little over 10 years ago and I moved to Miami. And I got my first taste of not that pond that they make in the back in Miramar, right? But I got to see a marina and there's mammoths in the water, you know what I'm saying? There's boats and all those things. And I just never looked back. And to this day, I have to be on the east side of Biscayne. I cannot live on the west side. I don't care. My mental capacity my heart and soul needs to be as close to the water as possible. Otherwise, yes. I'm a lost cause.
Yes.
I get it. I feel your pain, sis.
I'm literally my compromise for this life says that we will build a house in the city you want to live in, which is Southwest Ranches, which I hate, by the way.
Like Davy?
Yes, it's right next to Davy. I hate it, and I'm going to tell you why I hate it.
I
It's
hate it
because
with you.
I grew up in a suburban community. Community is the key word, though. Everyone in my neighborhood knows each other. We all go to each other's house. I'm going to have an ugly sweater party every year, and I still do.
We know.
And my whole community is going to come out. They're going to have lights and all of that. And so I am used to building community with neighbors and building a life there, right? So like, and then we have friends that live in Southwest Ranches and all of that. Everybody's privacy fences. They go into their estate and they never commune at all. If they meet their neighbors, it's because they saw them in a restaurant or they were in Publix or in a bank or something and they met. They're like, oh, you live here? Okay, I live here. Moves on with their life. No community activities.
I think that's South Florida in general.
No. When I lived in Los Olas Isles, that was the best part about it. The neighbors were all like, come barbecue in my backyard today.
No, that's different. I feel like Fort Lauderdale, because my friend just moved to a marina, like right off the marina, right across from, what's the whatchamacallit? The mall. Like, so she moved into a building that's like not too far from there. And she is communing. Yeah. They're older people, but she is getting her commute on. She had just left Brickell.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I live in a building where I see my neighbors in the elevator, you know, and we talk then, but that's about it. When I lived in Miramar, I never saw my neighbors.
Yeah.
Never. Not even like getting in the car. I couldn't tell you who lived upstairs or downstairs, and I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just all of South Florida, to be honest.
I know all of my neighbors now, but like, I
also didn't want to hang with them.
I know they're dramatics. Like, they're not my tribe. So
exactly.
I don't want to know them for real.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. But
you don't want to know.
Our compromise is while the house is being built, we can live in a condo on the water.
I feel like y'all can live in a condo now. No?
I mean, we live in a condo community. It's not the same.
It's not.
And it has to be on the water, though.
I'm pushing for it. So
it's going to be either
Josh, if you
Sunny
listening,
Isles, North Miami Beach, Hollywood, Hollandale, on the water, really high up. So you don't get the bugs of being outside and having the doors open.
I get it.
And you get the water and you get the things. And maybe he will feel the emotional attachment to the water and be like, I renege. We don't even need to move over there no more.
Right. Like, you're from here and you need to understand the greatness and beauty that you were born into.
Yeah.
No, maybe. I'm advocating for you, friend. You see, I'm going hard. I'm trying.
Completely don't care about it at all.
I think I wouldn't live here if it wasn't for the water and the sun, to be honest.
It's the airports for me, but
you like their airports here?
Yeah. Because we have 3 airports that we can fly anywhere in the world nonstop.
I like that. Okay, off topic. What's the worst airport you ever been to? Like in the United States. I'm not, because I know you're an international bae.
Okay, so until recently, it would have been LaGuardia, but they didn't. Oh
my
gosh. It went from being a bus stop to,
girl,
y'all did your big
I was
one
in
with
2017, very unfinished.
Yeah.
Now, I can't say the same. Now, JFK, on the other hand, is some bullshit.
Yeah.
And the airport that I hated the most, though, well, it was 2. It was San Francisco and Dallas.
Wow. Which Dallas? Love or the big one?
It gotta be the big one. But saying that, I'm lying. I hate Las Vegas airport. I think that's the most dumb.
It's pretty trash.
It's so horrible. It's like the most confusing airport for no reason other than to keep you in there so that you could gamble or just miss your flight and have to go back and gamble or just stay there and gamble.
San Francisco, I don't remember the airport. But
exactly, because it doesn't have directions.
The entire city makes me weep. I literally have never been to a place and seen more homeless people in my life.
Than San Francisco?
Than San Francisco downtown. Like,
not even LA?
Tech City is the same, but it's downtown. So LA hides their homeless people in the corners of the, like, it's not directly downtown. It's off-site.
So for me, being somebody that worked in, that had a clothing brand and was in the design district and the fashion district, they were very much, you could see them. Yeah. I mean, but I don't think I ever ventured into the downtown version of San Francisco, so I can't attest to that, but that sucks. I think the whole California needs some help. I have questions, but clearly we're off schedule. Okay. I want to build for my kids, but right now I'm just trying to keep the lights on. How do you balance today's needs with tomorrow's legacy in your own household?
My solution to all things is make more money. Now, figuring out how to do that is mostly around figuring out what you like to do, what you do well. And I don't really believe in that passion shit. That passion shit is silly. All right. So what you do well and what you do with ease is generally something that you can probably find a way to monetize, especially now. I really feel like we've never lived in an easier time to make money, but it's so many options that most people are like,
I want to do all the things.
I want to do all things.
Said people.
Oh. Claude got a new thing. ChatGPT got a new thing. Gemini got a new thing.
I gotta do the thing.
Yeah, now I need a book. So
I gotta do the course. I gotta coach with the coach.
You just have to pick a thing
and do it well.
And you have to dig deep. The best way to be paid in our society now is to know more than other people. And you can't do that by like being surface level knowledge about anything. You have to be like so deeply knowledgeable that even a person who knows it,
it's like, dang, I ain't know that.
Yeah. Like,
how she know that? Let me hit her up.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. So
because there's no way to save your way through making a check. It's impossible. So you have to focus on upskilling, learning more, getting more knowledge, figuring out who your customer is, and like really going after. And even if it's the customer is a job, how do you best serve the job to keep the job to advance in the organization and all of that?
Okay. I feel like you kind of answered my follow-up question, which was, what would you say to a mom who feels guilty about not being able to do enough financially for their kids yet?
Your kids don't give a damn about that. Like, I promise you your kids don't know if you broke or not. Because like literally, I had more fun sleeping on pallets in my grandparents' house than every opulent experience I've had as like, oh, you know, we're going to do XYZ, stay at a hotel, whatever the case. Me and my cousins on pallets at my grandparents' house lit.
Because those are the memories. I don't know why those are the memories you remember. Just like you buy a kid a toy that costs $200, but you open the Amazon box. That is lit. You know, the Amazon box is a spaceship because they're so imaginative.
Your kids don't know anything about money, resources, or time, including, and this is what I try to harp this so much because people be like, I want my kids to see me working hard. Guess what? Your kids don't see you playing on the computer as working hard.
So they see you not paying them any attention.
That's right. And so the best thing that you can do is find ways to free yourself up to be emotionally present in the moments that you're present with them. It may not be all day, but if it's an hour, if it's 20 minutes, if it's 2 hours, put that phone down, sit down, lay on the ground, roll around, tussle, do all the things. You will be giving them 1,000 times better life than if you spent all your time making more money to give them things they didn't ask you for.
Come on now. Hold on. What the people be doing?
The tea. Hold on. Is it this one or this one?
It's Clark.
Obviously, we're too old to do these things.
Right. We are. I mean, I guess that's why they call this a geriatrics. But
child,
I'm as young as I feel.
I just be learning these words. Y'all kind of tried to like regenerate some of the stuff we was already saying. Like, goat, bro. Y'all did not make that up.
You did make it up. And then y'all be misusing words.
And like,
and trying to make us feel like
I
it's
think that's
wrong.
Cute.
Like, they try to make I ain't gonna lie. I say no cap a lot. Like,
we've been saying that before they even was old enough to say no cap.
I just feel like it was regional. I feel like now everything that was words that we already use, like I personally feel a way about it too, because like I don't want to hear nobody saying joint. Yeah. I'm from Philly, that's our word. I don't want to hear somebody from North Dakota talking about a joint. Like, that's wild. Don't do it. Like, you don't understand. I get it. Everybody explained it. It's a person, place, or thing. It's a noun, yeah. But don't say it. And it's not your word.
And we say that in Virginia as jank.
Jank, and other people say joint. But joint is ours. It's JAWN. Like, It's not John. It's not all the, and we say bull, and people be spelling that wrong too. And I just be like,
it
chill.
B-U-L?
It's definitely BUL.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely BUL. But stop saying it. These are words. Like, no. Like, you're not from here. You don't get to say it. I'm
bulls
sorry.
is crazy.
I do. We talked about mothers being financially, able to do things for their children. But I want to talk about teaching kids financial literacy. And we talked about that accidentally earlier. But how do you believe we should start teaching them about money? Is it just having the conversation? Is it making it fun, as in gamifying it, or just...
I think that okay, so a bunch of my clients gave me 3 things that they was doing with their kids since 30 years ago. Uh-huh. 1, they play this game called Cover Your Assets.
Okay.
Now, it's cultural because it teaches you how to cheat. So I don't like that. But we do got the game and we play it with them. We also play cash flow quadrant with them so they can learn the difference between assets and liabilities. But I think the biggest thing about teaching them about money is just having regular conversations about it in a regular, non-eventful way. So my grandfather has been telling me to pay myself my first 10% of my money since before I even knew what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. And that was literally saying the first 10% of your money has to be invested. It has to be put away. It's you paying yourself for the work that you did, and you pay your bills with all the rest of the money. If it don't reach, then you need to make more money. But you pay that first 10% to yourself to an investment account because you don't want to wake up in 50 years saying that all you did was pay bills. Mm. And so, but he used to say that so casually that that was just a part of my life. Oh yeah, you pay yourself the first 10%. And then I read a book called Profit First where they talk about that. Mm. Take the money, put it to the side. Is you paying yourself so you don't wake up with a business that yo, I work wild hard and not make no money.
I read Rich Dad Poor Dad in the 8th grade because it was the book to read. And they talked about it. I didn't apply it back then because there's a scarcity mindset, where you might how do I do that if I got to pay my bills? Because if I don't pay my bills, and I think a lot of people have that mindset versus the growth mindset of what's the worst that can happen if you don't pay the bills is that the bills still need to be paid, and you pay them when you can. Yeah. But I wonder, is there any cycle breaking activities that you could put out there? For the mom and the children.
I would say the most important thing is to learn to be much more comfortable having conversations about what you make, what you pay, how much money you're spending, all of that kind of stuff. And not being proud to spend more money. That is the weirdest energy that we put out and we created. And I believe in the 90s and the 2000s to be yo, I'm shitting on niggas because I'm spending more money on stuff. Yo, y'all silly. It's silly.
It's very silly. And obnoxious. Yeah.
But also, I realized I really broke my frame because I started going to Europe in the early mid 2000s. And, at the time, I was really on a jeans kick. So I had, I'm all about the Rockin' Republics. I'm all about the True Religions and all of that, spending $200-$300, Evisu jeans and all of that. Then you go overseas and see people buying it at the Pulaga. The Pulaga is like the flea market, right? So they got the same jeans on as you. And they think they got the same jeans on as you. And so now what you have valued and spent $1,000 on, they paid $10 down the street. But they looking at you bitch, we twins. And you okay, so none of this has no actual value. It has the value that you mentally placed on it. Because I've definitely been cashing out my checks to buy Coogee outfits for the weekend. I still got them Coogee outfits. So don't play in my face. I'm pulling them out one day.
I feel like you can. After Sinners, you could definitely bring that joint back out.
But because of all of that, we grew into you stunt on people by spending money, which is not the way to live.
I think that's our culture, though. I feel like everybody else is
It's not.
It's not just us.
I have clients that are billionaires that stunt on their friends by buying a bigger boat.
So it's just levels to this shit. That's what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. You ain't got but a G5, old broke ass.
I mean, Cardi just redid one of my, it's not even one of my favorites. It is my favorite song. And it's like, what's the difference between a 4.6 and a 4.0? Like 30 to 40 grand cocksucker beat it. Like, that's back in like 95, 96 maybe. He's talking that talk. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because the cars do the same thing. And once they leave off the lot, the value of the cars is damn near the same.
I am okay with people being into things, but most people are spending money on things they're not even into. They don't understand the value and the difference no way.
This is true.
I used to go to dinner with athlete clients of mine and they say, oh, bring us the most expensive bottle. You don't know the difference. So if I bring you an $8 bottle or a $100 bottle, it would taste the same to you. So you should just buy the $8 bottle because it doesn't add no value
to
your life to say that you drank, oh, all I drink is Opus One. And then people who really drink wine is like, yeah, Opus One is for,
I don't like
athletes.
That shit.
Like that's
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. So we're getting close to our time here, but before we wrap up, I do want to leave our listeners with something powerful. If you can give our mothers a key piece of advice for building financial legacy, what would it be?
Okay. The best thing you can do is love your kids, protect them, tell them that being inquisitive is the best trait they can have. Focus on yourself, making sure that you are filling your own cup before you give to others. Figure out how to make some money because life costs. But focus more on making sure that you're raising good human beings for the future. Because at the end of the day, money comes and goes. Most people who get the goal of having all the money that they want are unhappy. So you want to be building a life and have them mimicking a life of happiness, of laughter, and joy en route to getting the money. So that, you're not crying. I mean, crying in the penthouse, I guess, is better than crying in the projects, maybe. But like
still crying.
You're still crying. But it's definitely not as important as people think to be super wealthy. Like you can build a good life with good money by building a skill and like selling something or getting a job that you can add value, a lot of value, by having really deep knowledge in one thing. And if the average person makes 45 and you make 120, you're gonna have a great life. Don't worry about being a millionaire to your detriment that you put yourself in jail or something.
Put yourself in jail and also neglect your child.
Facts.
So, we're coming to an end, and this is something that will be started and will continue. You are one of the first guests, so it kind of is a affirmation to mothers, specifically the mother that's here, and then you will give me an affirmation later that we will present to another mother. But I want to tell you, hey mother, I see you. You are beautiful. You are doing an amazing job. You're intelligent, and you got this.
I appreciate you.
Now, LaVonne, thank you for sharing your wisdom, your heart, your stories, and being super transparent and funny. Mothers, if you love this conversation, go follow LaVonne on IG at LalaHurdles2 and keep the conversations going with us on Hey Muva. And remember, motherhood is about now and the next. Let's keep building together, ladies.